Hi guys, hope you're all doing good. This is Ryan from Footie I.Q and it's Friday. I'm recording this video, but it'll actually be going out at 10 o'clock on Saturday morning. So just in case you're wondering, this is purely a weekend football review, this one. I will be mentioning, or have mentioned rather, about the FA Cup matches in one of my shorts videos, which you can watch on YouTube as part of my channel. So for more details on that, yeah, by all means watch that one. But for this one, I'll be covering purely the Premier League and the Championship. Okay, so let's crack on. First of all, we've got Sunderland against Forest tonight, and that one is quite exciting, well, particularly for Forest, because obviously they're not quite safe in the league yet. They've got, I'd probably say, one or two more wins that they need to absolutely make sure of safety from relegation. I personally think this one will be a draw. Sunderland's home form is very good and they just don't concede many goals. But also for them, they've also got a European spot to play for. I mean, they're literally like 3 points off of 7th. And also Brighton, who are 6th, only 4 points clear, and they played a game more. So both sides have got a lot to aim for there. So yeah, that you can expect a feisty one, I should imagine. In the Championship tonight, we've also got Leicester, who are sadly relegated to League One after the obviously the points deduction as well, but they may well have gone anyway. Who are playing Millwall, who have it all to play for in terms of an automatic promotion spot to the Premier League. Although I think it's currently Ipswich's spot to lose, really, if I'm being completely honest. Obviously having the game in hand, and they just seem to be on a much better run than the other teams around them. But yeah, we'll see. You never know. And that one's tonight, of course, as well. In the Premier League this weekend, there's literally, a bumper batch of games where literally every game involves some kind of jeopardy. First of all, we've got Fulham versus Villa. Fulham still got European spot to aim for, only 4 points off of 7th. And Villa, of course, goes without saying, they're still in Europa League, but in the Premier League, they're tied with Man U for Champions League spot in 4th place. So yeah, that should be an interesting one. Then we go to Anfield for Liverpool v Palace. Obviously, Liverpool are also pushing for an automatic Champions League place, currently 5th, 3 points behind United and Villa. And they're at home to Palace, who, have just, I think they're actually, got a couple of games in hand against some of the teams immediately above them. So they're in a very good place to try and get a European spot for next season. That one's a tough one to call, but maybe Liverpool might edge it, but yeah, it's hard to say. Possibly another draw, but if Liverpool are going to win that one, maybe by the odd goal, I think. And then next one is West Ham against Everton. Goes without saying that West Ham, in their relegation fight, only 2 points above Spurs. They've got it all to play for, and maybe have the slightly more difficult run-in compared to Tottenham. But they're at home to a decent Everton side, who themselves are very close to getting a European spot, only a few points off of the top 6. So that one's going to be a very tight game as well. Tough one to call that at West Ham. Next one we've got is Wolves at home to Spurs. Wolves, as we know, are already down, but obviously Spurs, with the pressure on them to get the win, I think they're obviously going to be more up against it, because Wolves will probably come out of the attitude of we've got nothing to play for now, so they might be quite relaxed. Home crowd behind them. So that's not going to be easy for Spurs, even though on paper it looks that way, but I don't think it will be. They'll be lucky to come away with a draw from that one, I think. But I wouldn't be surprised if they nicked a 1-0 win or something, or a 2-1, but who knows. But yeah, it's one of those games that's could go either way. And lastly, we come to Arsenal v Newcastle. Of course, we know Arsenal have got a little Titanic title race, or a foot race now, I suppose you could call it, with 5 games to go between them and City. Everything's equal, games drawn, 1 lost, and goal difference is absolutely equal. You just can't call it. But Arsenal with home form and Newcastle not doing particularly great. They're a funny side, Newcastle. Yeah, you never know. They could turn up, but their home form is wretched. But away, maybe they're a little bit better away from home. So yeah, once again, I don't expect it to be that easy for Arsenal, but I do expect them to get the win. Maybe 1 or 2-0 or something. And then on Monday night, live on Sky, we've got Man U v Brentford. Of course, United, as I've mentioned previously, are 3rd in the league on 58 points and looking to secure that automatic Champions League spot up against the Brentford team that have kind of been getting a lot of draws lately, but they're still in the thick of, claiming a Europa League place. Yeah, they're only 2 points off of Brighton with a game in hand, so they've still got it all to play for. Yeah, that should be a good one. And then finally, of course, we've got the 2 FA Cup clashes against Man City and Southampton, as well as Chelsea v Leeds, which I do cover in my other short video. If you subscribe or just want to watch that one, I cover those 2 ties in much more depth. But that's it, guys, for my weekend football review. I shall be back again on Monday with more content, and enjoy the football this weekend and the weather and whatever you get up to. All the best. Bye for now.